What's good, y'all? Boys, man. What's good, too, man? It's boy TJ. They came right back again with another Madden 23 franchise series live stream, man. Our boy Saturday got a title. Gonna be continuing the 2030 season today, man. We got week two. I know I said live stream. I better go check out week one and stuff like that, and opening night and things like that. But I know I said I was gonna do week two. Like the next stream is probably like week two through like 4 or 5. But it's just a little quick now. I'm busy, but I just decided to get on to a couple games for you guys, and then we gonna similar to week three. So we just gonna be doing a couple of week 2 games today, and then the stream gonna be pretty much over. Like I say, school I started back. I'm busy, so I'm doing an essay right now as we stream. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just what I'm saying. Finna just get right, man. Do week two and stuff like that. So let's get into it.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we have Zaven Collins. He put up numbers last week with a 9-tackle performance. It's the Panthers and the Falcons, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
First down, and they'll start with Algier. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Algier again on second down. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
The Falcons send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fielded at about the 28. Gets around him. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. With that run, Charles, he passed Hall of Famer Curtis Martin for 5th all-time, over 13,100 yards rushing. I'm not sure what more he can accomplish.
Well, in his mind, he thinks he can continue on and get up to number 1 on the all-time rushing list. But you're exactly right. What a career and what accomplishments. And to pass Curtis Martin, who is known by his Hall of Fame coach with the Jets and the Patriots as Wonder Boy, but that's a big-time deal. So if you're passing a guy that they call Wonder Boy, you're a heck of a player. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 20 carries, 115 yards.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Brought down at the 20. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Ooh, with a juke. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. He'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Second and 5. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
So on 4th down, Matt Rule brings out the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him, because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Panthers at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. Second and 6. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Harris running straight ahead. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run again with Harris. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, Matt Rule brings out the field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Starting the drive with Algier. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the give, this is Harris. And a solid run down inside the 30. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing middle, and it's complete. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now stands at 13. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee. And they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They run the option on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
2nd and 6 from the 10. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. With his second touchdown.
Jeremiah Smith, man, second TD of the game.
His guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Big blitzing.
In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
There's Trimble, the tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They hand this off to Harris, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. That's complete outright to the tight end, Trimble. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. This is Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. 29 yards. And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown. And
did he just jump over,
like
buddy?
a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Fucking dumb. Like fucking Donald Trump. Fucking skunk. Nigga, like a fucking skunk. It's guy, bro, it's good he throw it up, because if he just do it. Fuck your semi gun. If he would have just threw it, that'd have been a pick. Like, throw a beam it, that'd have been a pick. So it's good he threw it up, and I ain't gonna flaws. That was good. Israel could have kind of, I mean, he still could have went to the ball, though. That was strange, but I always want to see if he jumped over them. Yo. Yo, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. Bitch, are you slow? This is Yankee. This is Yankee. This is Yankee. Are you? This is Yankee. Let's go back to that real quick. There's no way he got up top like that, bro. He jumped right over buddy ass. That's crazy. Bitch, are you slow this? Shout out to y'all boy Green, man. Shout out to y'all boy Panthers kicking ass, man. That's got too much talent on this team.
And he's upended after a
Too much talent on this team, man.
First down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So first down, and they'll stick with Algier. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Dumps this one off to Algier. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play. It's
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Taking it about the 16. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Their quarter...
Falcons can't do shit. The Falcons can't do no, Mike. 36 zip is crazy. I spent the whole second half still couldn't score nothing. Oh, that's ass. That's dog shit, bro. Hey, the Falcons dog shit for this. 36 zip. Panthers dominate on the road. Damn.
And Brandon, I
They
just
got
have
the
to
ass
ask you,
kicked.
that's all the stuff that we saw
They
happen
could
today. Those are
defense shut them
statistics,
boys
numbers, the
out.
whole deal. But my question is, how
You know
does
what I'm
one
saying?
team come ready to play and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the
Hey,
story
they
from the
say
get-go.
40 yards pass. 40 yards passing is
ready, and the other just seemed to sleep.
is strange.
So for Carolina, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans
Yeah, wins, man.
against
Get
the
the day.
Saints.
Feel me? We touchdown, 200 yards, man. Ain't got too much. Tyler Van Dyke. Hey, shout out. Hey, before I say this, shout out to what's his name? Damn, I forgot his name. Damn. Hot boo boo ass. But Najee, another amazing game. Yeah, another amazing game from Najee Harris, man. Jeremiah Smith had 2 touchdowns today, man. Nice. Wow. The Bird had that blur. Yeah, that was just terrible. Terrible. Let's see the Falcons receivers. 14 yards and 20 yards. Oh my god. That is y'all ass. Hot boo boo. Hot boo boo. Not even gonna look at y'all. Y'all don't got no stats to look at. Hot boo boo ice. On to the next, man. On to the next, bro. I can't believe I wasted 30 minutes on that game. That game was not supposed to be 30 minutes. I was supposed to start simple. I enjoy ass whoopings though, so that's why I was playing that game a lot. But yeah, Panthers, man, dominate, man. Next up, you could go with that the Bills game type stuff. We go with that Bills game, okay? Bills and the Lions. Type shit. We go to Bills. We go that game, Bills and the Lions. Like a fucking skunk. I'm finna slide with my Fortnite gun. How you, what's your name, man? You a Fortnite? Let's get it.
It's week 2 of the NFL, and our focus is on the Lions' creative quarterback. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball, 4 touchdown throws. It's the Lions and the Bills, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Buffalo Bills and the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Lions at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And that is incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
Well, he started his season the way that everyone wants to start their season, with an absolute bang. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Let's see where he goes from here.
Set the bar high. Week 2, we'll see what he can do. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll look to throw here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They have the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And this one is right through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Throwing now is Allen. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a pickup of 6.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And
Again, it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Throwing is Allen on third. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, 135 yards, big game.
But they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
2nd and 4. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Flush to his right. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On first down, Allen. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a short gain down to about the 33. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. To the air, Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
They'll look to throw again. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are once again back in front. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And here come the Bills. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Harris returning. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions to take over. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Here's a 2nd and 7. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He'll drop to throw. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And that is no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would harder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Bills going to take over again on offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. From midfield, here's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make the play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They'll try to run this one in. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
The Bills' offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Allen going to throw. And Davis with it left side. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds Pickens over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Detroit's offense ready to take over. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he bowls over it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Allen throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. They'll find Williams on the slant. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw. Also a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Allen. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Allen now looks to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Allen now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Allen, nifty footwork. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Allen. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is out of bounds here. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Lions, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.
It's week 2 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Buccaneers leader at quarterback. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball, 4 touchdown throws. It's the Bucs and the Commanders on Monday night.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington Commanders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports?
Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a look at the man under center. Now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in Week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. They go with Chubb on second down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Now this defense for the Commanders, it's terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's second down. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 18 carries, 84 yards.
As a good start to the season, they got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
Down inside the 10.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Chubb. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Chubb again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's third and goal.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Buccaneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. They're led by the #1 overall pick of the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior, whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and he's doing everything in his power to follow through.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 24 carries, 5 yards past 100, and a touchdown.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. They'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this one is incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Room here to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Now they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
2nd and 6. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay a 4-point game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He'll get that underneath ETN. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. On second down, a run with ETN.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
To throw again on second down.
Lawrence
throwing the out route incomplete. It's Barnett. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet. Leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. This one taken in by Otten. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And some space here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 76 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back to throw now on first down. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Second and 9 now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got Otten. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run with Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On second down, they'll run it here. They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. He'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. This is a long drive. Offensively, would you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Commander defense able to hold. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
ETN up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on 3rd down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. The challenge flag is out. Todd Bowles not pleased with the ruling on the field, and he's going to ask the officials to take another look. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st down, Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Trying to improvise. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this 1st half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. But plenty of distance there as he banks it in. Well, not too long ago, Charles, that would have been a new NFL record. But instead, it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the post. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 2nd and 4. Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Complete to number 5. A gain of 15. And the Buccaneer first down.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. From 17 yards out.
And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
And they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score.
Time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Tampa Bay, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.
This nigga Chubb, bro. 9 receptions, 238 yards, 4 touchdowns, receiving touchdown. God. Oh, it was out there cooking. This slot corner is absolute dog shit. For that to happen, bro. What Juju? Juju had, see? Yeah, they slot corner was ass. They top 2 corners, yeah, they're good, but they slot corners. Holy shit. No, that's it, man. Week 3 next. Probably predict week 3. We're gonna be back, man. On week 3. Yeah. I say week 3 too. 5. Probably tomorrow, maybe. But let me see the offensive player of the week. I know it's we don't even assist. That chick got Chubb. I don't even Chubb. They got a Cedric. I mean Cedric. I'm gonna say yeah. They got a Cedric. Yeah. Okay, same game. The repeaters. Nah, passing touchdown. You know what I'm saying?